It's just me and you, Lord. No lights, no crowd. Just truth. Yes, Lord. I need you.
I've been running my own race, Lord, I admit. Yeah. Thought I could do it my way, but I slipped. Pride got loud, faith went quiet. You still show love when my soul went silent. I've been talking to you more, not out of fear, no. Because I finally know you been right here, right here. You ain't never ghosted me, you been patient. I was chasing clout, you was chasing salvation.
Thank you. Still here.
This is a talk with God, no camera roll. This is a talk with God, my spirit over. I just wanna do better, Lord, no disguise. No disguise. Wanna give you the glory all my life. All my life.
Take it all. Use me, Lord.
My mind been clouded like a thunder sky, yeah. But you still rain peace when my tears ran dry. You told me, son, you ain't what you done. No, I said, Lord, I'm tired. You say you're not done. Woo. I've been trying to trade my sin for silence, but you said speak truth, that's your assignment. Yeah. Now I'm confessing on this mic like a sermon. Woo. No beat, no fame, just the soul still learning.
Yes, Lord. Still teaching me.
That's a talk with God. No pride, no plan, no mask facade. This a talk with God. I'm done with the flex, I'm nearly flawed. Wanna live rich and not viral. Wanna live your name, not title. This a talk with God, my revival, revival, revival. Just a talk with God, my survival, survival. Just a talk with God, my survival, survival.
I don't need a stage to call your name. I don't need a song to prove my faith. All I need is a moment and a touch.
It's personal. Still standing.
This a talk with God, no filter, no fame. No fame. This a talk with God, I'm done with the game, done with it. You took my pain, turned it into praise. You took my loss, turned it into grace.
Renewed gospel.
Keep talking long as
Happening in 10 minutes.
Every word I speak, my soul still.
You need to go subscribe right now.
This ain't a song, it's a conversation. That's a talk with God. My restoration. Jesus. It's just me and you.
What going on? Appreciate y'all for coming. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Tell your friend about the money, man. You already know. Like I just said, renewed gospel dropping right now in 10 minutes. I talk with God. I'm telling you right now, y'all need to get over there right now. We done hit the 500 subscriber mark on renewed gospel. We need 500 more to get that 1,000, man. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all need to go share them videos, like everything over there so we can push this message out. I'm telling you, man, I appreciate y'all for doing that for me. You know what I'm saying? But look here. I know y'all talking about slender. I did that on purpose. It's a YouTube thing. It's a YouTube thing. I can't explain it all the way because then people gonna try to take it and use it. But the Cleveland media got to be stopped, man. They got to be investigated. The Cleveland media has to be investigated. Appreciate you, big dog. It getting to the point to where they want to name every quarterback that's in the league. They want to name every quarterback in the league that ain't named Shedeur. It's getting ridiculous, man. Like, do y'all want a quarterback? Do you want a franchise quarterback? Do you want a quarterback, period? Okay, at this point, just let the running back run wildcat the whole time. Run Wildcat the whole time and don't go get a quarterback. Because y'all want everybody but Shedeur.
Money. Best thing that's happened to the NFL. You might not realize it. Best thing that's happened. Because why? Quarterbacks who are young, who in the past would come to the NFL because they want the cash, and who could blame them, but would end up in bad situations and get forced onto the field before they were ready to play, are now sticking around in school. We've seen it with Lenora Sellers. We've seen it with Arch Manning. Now we see it with Dante Moore, who's from Cleveland and Detroit. Family here. Word is, grew up Browns fan and everything else, blah, blah, blah. Maybe he wants to play in Cleveland. Maybe that's one of the factors Dante Moore used in going back to Oregon. Hey, I'm going to end up with the Jets. Nope. Maybe next year the Browns would take me. Who knows? Regardless, he's going back.
Y'all believe that buffoonery?
And the 2026 draft class doesn't look good at quarterback. You're going to get guys who get drafted in the maybe second, but certainly third, fourth, fifth rounds. And then they're going to do what the Browns have done this year and keep their fingers crossed that those guys can develop. And the they
ain't developed now one of them. They ain't developed Shedeur. To be honest, they ain't even developed Dylan Gabriel. So what you talking about keeping your fingers crossed? Look, let me show y'all something real quick. Where it's at, I got to pull it up. These the quarterbacks that's coming out in the draft. And make sure y'all can see it. These the quarterbacks that coming out in the draft. Now, Ty Simpson wasn't even in the conversation. In the way too early mock draft, they barely had Mendoza in there. They had Nussmeier, Clay Klubnik, Drew Eller as the top three quarterbacks coming out in this draft. They ain't even had Carson Beck up there. So you telling me this a weak quarterback class when you told me 25 was a weak quarterback class? I'm going to keep saying it. And don't tell me 2027 with all these names. 2027 with all these names gonna be even better. These boys ain't even played yet. I told y'all the beginning of before this past season, we ain't seen not now one of these quarterbacks play yet. And you gonna tell me they gonna be first round picks? Some of the question marks on him. Some of these bro got question marks on them. So y'all see the stats? This boy right here, Drew, he probably should have won Heisman. Look at them numbers. But we know how I go.
The 27 draft class looks pretty loaded, at least for right now. Those guys could still go back, but it looks pretty loaded. The Browns have 2 picks this year. You could trade that Jacksonville pick up another number 1. You could drop down from 6, still get your offensive lineman, maybe pick up a future number 1 like they did last year. All of a sudden, there are a bunch of options if you're not locked into quarterback in this draft. So what does that mean for this year in the quarterback room for the Browns? Daryl, you ready?
I'm still digesting your maneuvering around the draft board because the Browns have so much latitude and luxury to give up top-tier talent to assemble assets for the future.
How about this?
All right, hit me.
Ty Simpson slides past the Jets and is sitting there at 6, and somebody wants him, and they trade up to get him. And the Browns drop down a couple of spots, pick up another number 1, load up on the offensive linemen, the wide receivers, and then you get something else for 2027. You go get your quarterback, unless something happens to work your way coming up this next season. I have scenarios.
You
for the Browns.
You do need the Jets. Here's the wrinkle to your plan.
You need the Jets to pass on Ty Simpson.
No, you need the Jets to pick a quarterback this year.
Oh, so they don't
because they are
next year?
armed with first-round draft picks that can outbid you.
Yeah.
So you need them to take
Ty Simpson.
you need them to take the leap this year so that in 27 you're not having to compete with them because you can't compete with them in 27.
It's interesting. All right, keep that in mind. Dano, you ready?
Oh, I was born within Detroit.
That's why I told y'all Shedeur in a lose-lose situation. Because these folk, they ain't the only ones. Cleveland fans, Cleveland media want Cleveland to keep losing so they can draft the quarterback next year in 2027. So if Shedeur start and he win games and take him out of position to draft the quarterback, they gonna be mad. And the slender gonna continue. If he lose, the slender gonna continue, and now they get what they want. So he in a lose situation. This Cleveland media need to be investigated.
Suggestion.
I am just fine if these are the Browns quarterbacks next year when they go to training camp.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson,
Drink.
Shedeur Sanders,
Drink some more.
Dylan Gabriel,
Just start chugging at this point.
and somebody they bring in for a camp arm.
Well, Bailey Zappi's no longer available.
I know, because of where they are
Good for him getting the future.
in building the team and with a first-year coach, I'm perfectly fine with them rolling back with the three guys they have right now. And my hope would be Deshaun Watson's the starting quarterback. Play Deshaun for a year, let Shedeur develop a little bit more, fine. Or play Shedeur, there's Deshaun, he's, getting paid, he's hanging out, whatever. And Dylan Gabriel's still here.
The most expensive assistant quarterbacks coach in NFL history.
That's one
Dr.
scenario.
Ryder, how many Tums should I take right now?
I don't know. I'm going to have a swig of water.
I was going to say, are we at double digits yet?
That's one scenario. Another scenario is this.
Okay.
Change my last name to AC.
I think Myles Garrett just asked for a trade.
Another scenario is this. You do what Andrew Berry's done before. Watson, Sanders, Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
Bring in Drew Aller. And then you have four quarterbacks, and before you get to the regular season, you have traded Shedeur Sanders or Dylan Gabriel. You play Deshaun Watson. You have the other guy, either Sanders or Gabriel, as your backup, and you have Drew Aller sitting there, and you develop him and see if he could become what you're hoping you have at quarterback for the future of this franchise.
I'm sorry. Did you enjoy?
Why? Ain't that what you supposed to do with Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel this year? Ain't you supposed to have one of them vets to start and develop the rookies? Why you want to do it all over again? I'm telling you, this man, Shedeur is under it ain't even rookie pressure no more. It's the pressure to prove to the Browns, not even the Browns. I ain't even gonna say the Browns. It's the pressure to prove to the NFL that Shedeur belongs in the NFL as a starter. Like, this is, I know y'all talking about don't listen. I got to. This is what I do. I gotta listen to him. I gotta talk about it. I gotta come to y'all with it. I got to.
The development plan for Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders this year?
It didn't work real well.
If that is the case, are we allowed to play these games in Iceland at like 4 a.m.? That way I don't have to watch it.
So
I could just read the.
Bro, you ain't got to turn on TV, bro. What about that? You ain't got to turn on TV to that channel?
Box
the
score.
three guys you have, and either just some veteran for a camp arm, or you bring in the guy, Daryl, who has said it would be special to be a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. My family had season tickets. He goes against what you said earlier because Drew Aller has already said it would be special.
Don't do that to that kid.
I know he seems like a really nice guy. I don't know that I want to do it to him.
He really seems like he's a lovely young man. Please don't do that to that kid.
I don't know that I want to do it to him.
Wrong.
I don't know that I want to do it to him.
I don't wish that kind of harm on Drew Aller.
Okay, that's plan A.
I mean, he's got to survive the whole thing at Penn State. Now you want to wish the Browns on him?
You ready for plan B?
Oh, if that's plan A, I'm excited for what plan B could entail.
I'm on pins and needles.
Might hurt less.
This Dano's heard this kind of talk out of me before. It makes
Oh, I
him.
know
It
it
makes him
well.
cringe.
He knows the
I
He
feel
knows
like I
what's
need
coming.
to go get the "let's find us a quarterback" disclaimer.
Oh, that's coming. Not today though. You take a shot at a young guy who needs his career resurrected. And I'm going to go even younger than, say, the Sam Darnold type of quarterback.
Okay.
1-877
Younger than the
quarterbacks
Daniel
for CLE.
Jones type of quarterback. It's this. Okay, you have Deshaun. You figure he's going to be here. And then
They don't have any choice, Jeff. You don't figure he's going to be here.
I know,
He will
Darryl.
be here. They don't have a choice.
I know. And then you keep Shedeur and or Dylan, one or the other, or both, whatever you want to do.
Uh-huh.
But then you bring in Zach Wilson.
Oh.
Hold on. Just hold on. Hear me out. Kenny Pickett.
Oh.
Hold on. Trey Lance. Sam Howell. Or you trade for Anthony Richardson, who has the Colts have a club option on him after next.
What the hell going on? They naming everybody but Shedeur. Zach Wilson. Sam Howell. Look here. This buffoonery got to stop. Do you understand they talking about? They worse than Dylan Gabriel. And you mean to tell me you gonna bring in one of them? If Browns, Andrew Berry, if you bring in one of them quarterback, trade Shedeur. Because we already know Shedeur better than all of them. And Zach Wilson got drafted number 3 overall. Trey Lance, 3 overall. Nothing. They ain't nothing. Dylan Gabriel better than them. And they got drafted 3. Anthony Richardson, he on his last leg, literally. No, the Colts don't even want him. Come on, bro. They want everybody but Shedeur. This is buffoonery. The slander. Just to feel he on his last leg. Let's get to some positivity, man.
You heard the man make his pitch for Mike McCarthy on the job of football game plan and CBS Sports on the Make It Right. Call Cal Right hotline. Emery Hunt is back with us once again. Emery, welcome back to the show, bud.
Always a pleasure, man. Appreciate y'all having me on.
Well, we definitely appreciate that. So I know we kind of listened to Mike McCarthy and why you think he's a fit here. Are you surprised that given that Mike interviewed back in 2020 for this job, are you surprised he's not getting another interview, at least as of right now, for the Browns head coaching job?
I'm surprised because at this juncture of the search, you kind of want to cast that wide net, right? And so, why not go and interview a Mike McCarthy and then just kind of put him in the mix with everybody else, unless they feel as though they've already gone down that path. They've already heard what they're going to hear. But it would always be a good thing, in my opinion, just kind of circle back and see what he thinks about this roster 5 years removed from the last time he interviewed.
So do you feel like Mike McCarthy hasn't set up an interview with the Browns? Maybe not because the Browns haven't reached out. Do you feel like there's any back channel convos happening where he's like, I don't know about the Browns? Are we being dismissed by McCarthy?
At that, listen, in his spot where he has no job, no leverage, he better not be dismissing anybody, right? So if the Columbus Aviators call, he better go and take that call. So, no, I don't think there's no back channels of him dissing or anything going on like that. Like I said in the clip you guys played, I feel like this is an underrated job, a job that is actually better than people think it is because of this rookie class they just signed, what the defense looks like currently, and the potential to really stockpile the offense. So if any coach is, downplaying the Browns or dismissing the Browns, they're missing out on a huge opportunity.
So it's interesting you say this because I've noticed since from the Stefanski firing till today, there's been kind of a negative connotation growing about the Browns in a way that's weird because we haven't played any football and they haven't made any moves. We don't know who the head coach is going to be, all this stuff. How many drafts do you think how many drafts away or off seasons away do you think the Browns are from being able to be 500 or, in the playoff picture on the auspices of it?
This offseason, one offseason, think about what we just saw them do in the previous offseason, with a great draft class. They got themselves in position to where the defense was excellent, top notch. And they have a lot of improving parts on offense. I mean, think about from the draft selections they made to even some of these undrafted rookies that stepped up and shined, Aiden Huntington being one of them. You also look at what they had in Rocket Sanders, what a spine he was, Larverdane and Bond. So the fact that they nailed the draft pick on top of getting some undrafted free agents, and you look at, a quarterback in Shedeur Sanders, that's the big elephant in the room. I think that's why people are being disingenuous about the Browns, because they're being disingenuous about their evaluation of Shedeur Sanders. You include him in that draft class. This guy got 7 weeks of first-team reps, and in those 7 weeks, with a worse-off roster than the guys that started the season with, it went 3-4. So imagine if he had gotten the entire offseason and started from week 1, maybe the Browns already would be a 9-win team, and we're talking about 2026, the potential opportunity for them to go really far in the playoffs. So I look at it from a glass half full perspective. I'm not disingenuous about Shedeur Sanders, nor this draft class, nor the talent on his roster. This is a team that can, win a lot of games in 2026 if they start to stockpile the offense like they did this year with the defense.
All right, if it's not
Wow. He ain't saying nothing but what we've been saying. He might be coming in my live. I'm telling you, bro, that's all they need to do is to believe in 12. Fix their offensive line, get him a legit number 1 receiver, and maybe a half number 2, and let roll. The defense straight. The defense is straight. Do what the Bears doing. The formula is there. The Bears did it. They in the playoffs. Gonna play tomorrow. Fix the offensive line. Give them some weapons. And they got a mediocre defense.
McCarthy, who's your dream candidate then? Is it a young, unproven head coach with a lot of upside on the offensive side of the ball? Or are you going for someone like even a Mike McDaniel that has experience and can call up plays and do everything else? Or are you going defensive side of the ball and maybe more of a leader of men type guy?
I'm glad you asked that question because I just had that debate on Twitter yesterday. I'm all for the leader of men being the head coach. Whether you're an offensive coach or defensive coach, you have to be a leader of men, and you have to delegate responsibilities and empower your coordinators. Your offensive coordinator should call plays. Your defensive coordinator should call plays. You should handle the game management situation and situational football moments of the game. That's the role of the head coach, because I feel like we've gotten in the media, and I say we've gotten too enamored with the play caller being the head coach. Not everybody is Sean McVay. Everybody can handle that responsibility where you can stay locked in on the game situations while also calling plays. So if we get back from that element of, hey, he has to be the head coach, he's an offensive mind or a defensive mind. If you get a good guy that's a great leader of men, handles situational football properly, and he hires great coordinators, that's the head coach. Now, if we want to talk about Mike McDaniel as an OC, I'm totally with that. So therefore, he doesn't have to worry about the game management. He can totally focus on his offense. He doesn't have to be the leader in front of the whole team. He just has to be the leader in front of the offense. So that's where I feel like his skill set is best suited. That's why I went with McCarthy. I feel like he's more able to delegate those responsibilities as opposed to someone that's this new hotshot hit play caller that can also call the offense. We got to get away from that.
It's looking like ain't nothing set in stone. But the Browns did a second interview with Jen Schwartz. It's looking like they zoning in, whatever, on him and narrowing it down, I guess, to a couple candidates, and probably the runner, the one they looking at. And I had suggested that if he become the head coach, they bring Mike McDaniel in as the offensive coordinator, just like he just said. So there could be a possibility, but we don't know all the way yet.
Murray Hunt of the Football Game Plan and CBS Sports on the Make It Right Call Kyle Wright hotline. We are breaking down the Brown situation here. What do you think of the Harbaugh hire in New York?
I think it's a good hire. That was one of the suggestions that I picked for the Giants to have, because he's a steady hand that can kind of guide the ship. I've been covering the Giants for about a decade now, being at practices, training camp, all those things, and I've seen the tenor around the different head coaches they've had and how it just always feels like you're walking on eggshells. The team is. I felt like this season in training camp was the most relaxed I've seen the team be. And when Brian Daboll was, the head coach, and he got his quarterback in Jackson Dart that he wanted, it felt like training camp was a lot more relaxed, a lot more fun, a lot more spirited, and it felt like a big exhale was let out of the building. But then as things got tight, he got into an issue, and the next thing you know, it was back to the same old walking on eggshells around East Rutherford. But with a guy like Harbaugh, I feel like he can be the calming presence, kind of that leader of men guy, delegate responsibilities to his coordinators, let those guys do their jobs, and he handles everything else. I think that's what the Giants need. When we go back to the history of the Giants, when they've had success, it's been those type of guys, the Parcells, the Coughlins, and I think Harbaugh is of that ilk that can get them back to where they should be.
Where do you think Stefanski ends up?
I think Stefanski takes a gap year, to be honest. I don't think he gets a head coaching job this cycle. I think he gets a break and then comes back in 2027 cycle and picks up a job. I don't think we'll see him get a head coaching opportunity this cycle around, in my opinion.
Emery,
man, I hope that man don't come to Atlanta. I hope that man don't come to Atlanta. Bro, let me talk about that real quick. I can see why it would happen, because Kirk Cousins in Atlanta. But Kevin, come on, Arthur, what you doing? I'm about to start me Atlanta Falcons channel. If y'all want to see me rant and rave about the Atlanta Falcons, I'm about to start me a channel.
How should the Browns attack the quarterback position this offseason?
Shedeur Sanders is the QB1 for the Cleveland Browns. And this is why I hated the whole discourse throughout the season.
But when I say it, clickbait.
Because they put up new graphics and new splatter charts and all kind of colorful charts that show, oh, look what Shedeur Sanders rate. But they always leave out the fact that this dude got 7 weeks of starters reps, and he went 3-4 in those starts. And within those seven losses, 5 of those, they were in the ball game. So it's not like they were getting blown out. The Bears game was the only game where they were really outclassed. Even were in that San Francisco game before the score looked like it looked in the end. So if people, here's the thing,
bro, he be on my channel. I done said the same thing. Like it was 10-7 at halftime versus San Francisco. Then they should have beat the Bills. Should have beat Tennessee. Should have beat the Bills. You was in the game. San Francisco could have went either way. Them play all teams. Come on now. The Bears the only team where nobody came to play.
Everyone just hates on Shedeur Sanders because it's the cool thing to do. It's like hating on the Browns being the Browns, right? So looking at this team as a team that can be a very good team. So the fact that they had a guy, they got 7 weeks of starters reps with a roster that was injured on the offensive side of football, and they went 3-4 in those starts, won 2 of the last 3 games, 2 tough games, the teams that was trying to fight for the postseason, 1 being the rival. I mean, 2 being the rival, your Bengals and Steelers. I just don't see how you can not see the upside that, man, if we give this dude a full offseason and build around him with some receivers, stockpile that offensive line, some guys are going to come back healthy, this guy can get us to where we need to be and have us competitive. And it's funny how when you empower somebody, you get the best of that person. And when they empowered Shedeur, spoke life into him, you saw how he responded. And I think that's something that people that will never see because they don't want to see it, but the answer is right there in-house on a 5th-round rookie contract. So take full advantage before you have to break the bank. And your veteran is already on the roster too, and Deshaun Watson. So I think they are in a good spot to attack the draft and really bolster the offensive line, bolster the receiving core. You got great depth in the backfield, and Shedeur Sanders could be your guy. We saw that manifest itself out there on the field when he played in those 7 weeks.
Is there anyone that you would target to give?
I'm telling you right now, I don't want to say it because I uploaded the video. Basically, Shedeur, they saying Mary Kay be lying, but they saying Shedeur about to be the starter by default. I don't want, and they keep talking about this earned is not giving and all that. Man, y'all ain't earned nothing as an organization. The Browns ain't earned nothing. So why you gonna tell a quarterback that's working hard and ain't acting like he got his hand out begging y'all to give it to him? He working. Like you ain't giving them nothing. But at the same time, I don't want them to say, oh, just because we ain't draft a quarterback or it ain't nobody else. No. Shedeur, QB1 because he's supposed to be. Like he said, build around him. And I'm telling you, man, if Andrew Berry is doing what I think he's doing, when I told y'all he's setting it up for Shedeur to be franchise quarterback, if he doing what I think he's doing, and he nailed this draft, not even got to be close to what he did this past draft, but if he get just a receiver and some decent offensive linemen to protect, they going to the playoffs. Easy. Because don't nobody in this AFC North got the head coach except for the Bengals, Zach Taylor. Ain't nobody got the same head coach, not even the Browns. So this division it was wide open this year, so it's wide open again. Come on now.
Shedeur some help with, whether that is a wide receiver at number 6 overall that you love, or a lineman, or a free agent wide receiver, prospective trade wide receiver, something like that?
I think when you look at them picking at 6, right, and if you're trying to game the draft, I would try to see how bad the Cowboys want to move up, right, and try to get both of their first-round picks. So swap with the one of them and grab the other one and have 3 first-round picks. Because I feel like you got to go up front first. If you go interior offensive line tackle, I wouldn't mind doubling up on O-line in round 1. I think there's some very good wide receivers you can get early in round 2 with the Browns take or with the Browns pick, and they'll have some picks and choose of guys that can help them out. They just need consistency at wide receiver, guys that can catch the ball. If you get that, man, I don't care where you get those guys from. But I do feel like the eliteness of the offensive line is yielding itself for you to take it early. And so I wouldn't mind doubling up, or even if you want to split O-line first, wide receiver second in the first round, go that route. But definitely those are 2 major needs that you want to address early. And if you could find a way to trade, acquire more talent, I mean, Andrew Berry right now is cooking with gas. He got the Mario star right now in terms of draft picks based off last year's draft class. So give him more bites at the apple if you're able to find a trade partner down in that respect.
Emery, great stuff, buddy.
Man, look here. He said something amazing. Maybe if they do trade, like I said, I think he do trade back. Depends on who's sitting there at 6. Now, if Caleb Downs sitting there at 6, I'm taking Caleb Downs. But that's just my opinion. But if even if Miami want to trade up, any of these teams, Dallas got the 12th pick and they got the 20th pick. He said if they trade both of them first rounders to move up to 6. So Cleveland will have the 12th and the 20th pick. But I just say, look here, this is what we're going to do. We going to trade you the 6th pick. You going to give me the 12th pick and a first round of next year. That's what I'll probably do. I'm just, or this right here. I forgot they had this second pick. We'll trade you the 6th pick. You give us the 12th pick, the 20th pick, and the first round of next year, and we'll trade you the 24th pick, the 6th and the 24th pick, if you give us these 2 picks this year and 1 next year. That'll work. I think that'll work. What y'all think? I think that'll work. Just pick swap, both first rounds of this year, and then give me another first round of next year. Hey, that might be a plan. I don't know, but I ain't Andrew Bear. What y'all think? Well, I hope he ain't. He better not be in Atlanta getting that fried chicken. Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. They all of them got to lose a mindset. They ain't never seen their team win, so you ain't got no choice but to have a losing mindset. Like they do right here.
Riley Leonard, you mentioned Riley Leonard. I saw what he did at Duke, and then I saw what he did at Notre Dame. I saw what Shedeur Sanders had to do at Jackson State in Colorado. You mentioned Jackson Dart. We've talked about Jackson Dart ad nauseum. We've talked about Tyler Shook ad nauseum. But these were guys that they went and made investment, with the exception of Riley Leonard. I'll grant you Riley Leonard. That you weren't asked to do a whole lot if you were Riley Leonard. But if you go to the other 2 guys who you're comparing him with, there's no comparison. You took a guy at 25 overall if you're the Giants. You took the other guy in the 2nd round, if I'm not mistaken, with Tyler Shook. Of course you're going to give those guys reps. The one had Russell Wilson in front of him. Please, you might as well put a dead body in front
Shedeur
of him.
Was
and
lucky.
the other one had Spencer Rattler in front of him.
Shedeur's living a blessed life that he...
This man said put a dead body in front of him. He had Russell Wilson. And the other one had Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler in front of him.
Shedeur's living a blessed life that he got that opportunity.
You were going to get reps.
Well, I want to slap the fire him. I want to slap the fire. Talking about he living a blessed life because he got the opportunity. Bro, what? How is he on the radio, man? But if I see him in person, you want the front hand or the back hand? Because you're about to get both. player.
The other one, and this is
living a blessed life that he got that opportunity.
You were going to get Spencer Rattler in front of him.
Shedeur's living a blessed life that he got that opportunity.
You were going to get reps.
Boy, don't be playing with God like that, bro.
The other one, and this is why Kevin's out looking for work right now, apparently, is because you put Dylan Gabriel in there, and for whatever reason, they had faith in Dylan Gabriel. And you had 2 older quarterbacks there, so you had 4 quarterbacks. Without a doubt, anybody had seen during the season that the 5th round pick you were better off with than the 3rd round pick. So what you did in the offseason sets you in motion for what you've done now. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you're saying about any cult. You know it's true. If you're talking about people being disingenuous, you're being disingenuous about it.
I don't think that way, Kenny, obviously, because I'm
what
the one that...
What do you mean you don't think that way?
Because I'm the one that...
Did the same one that believed everything the Browns were putting out. They was telling us. They were lying to you too, bro. Oh my goodness, dude. Why is you on the radio, man?
Up these amazing points that I didn't hear you refute, but I also got to say,
I said
Shedeur is living a blessed life. He was 4th string on the depth chart. He was passed up how many times over by the NFL, and he still got all these games to start. And yet, all I hear from his fan base are he wasn't given a fair chance.
7 games. And what you mean he wasn't a fair chance, boy? You said Kevin said that. Kevin sat here and lied to us and said it was going to be a fair quarterback competition. They were going to evaluate all the quarterbacks. Then Shedeur don't get no first-team reps at all until he in a game. How is that foul? When we clearly see that Shedeur was better than Dylan Gabriel. Clearly. The game footage tell you that. Come on, bro. You that delusional? Somebody go. This dude, we need to talk the potential to fire this dude.
But I also got to say,
refuted him on the
Shedeur is living a blessed life. He was fourth string on the depth chart. He was passed up how many times over by the NFL, and he still got all these games to start. And yet, all I hear from his fan base are he wasn't given a fair chance.
Forget the fan base. You're talking to me.
That's who I'm talking. No, I'm talking to Emery Hunt. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to all these people in his camp that can't get it through their heads.
Sounded like you want to say the end, something, then. All these ends.
That you're not given some guaranteed starting job in this league. Like, you have to earn. If anything, I don't even know if he earned it. It's like they traded Joe Flacco because there was an offer, and the guy ahead of him got a concussion.
I don't know.
Or we wouldn't even have seen him that much.
See what I'm talking about? That's exactly why I said what I said. That's exactly why I just said what I just said. I don't want them to be up here and say he got the starting job by default because they traded away this, they traded away that. Dylan Gabriel got a concussion. Dylan Gabriel he got worse every game. You mean to tell? I ain't gonna put it past him. Kevin Stefanski was gonna lead Dylan Gabriel in there and go down with the ship. It don't make no sense. You know you were about to get fired if you were gonna lead Dylan Gabriel in there and not play Shedeur at all. And he's seen that horrible play from Dylan Gabriel. You mean to tell me you ain't see that horrible play from Dylan Gabriel? Y'all won 2 games between 2 different quarterbacks. Shedeur get in there, y'all win 3. Then you win back-to-back games for the first time. Then he passed for over 350 yards for the first time. Then he scored 4 touchdowns in the game for the first time. Then he win his first game as a rookie for the first time. What more do you need, bro? What more do you need? God himself gonna come down and slap the fire of you. And if he lay your hands on, boy, Jamel, if Kevin get hired to Atlanta, Shedeur ain't getting traded. I'm telling you right now, Shedeur get traded to the Falcons, and Kevin ain't the coach, I'm getting season tickets. I'm getting season tickets.
Better at certain things as the season went on. I still think he's a project. And if you can find yourself a franchise, I do think he got better at certain things as the season went on. I still think he's a project. And if you can find yourself a franchise quarterback, yeah, you're going to do it. Problem is that I don't think you can really find yourself a franchise quarterback. So now I think that you have a situation where, yeah, he's going to end up playing for you in 2026. And I'm certainly, obviously, not upset by that whatsoever. I think he got better with feet. I think he got better with vision, which usually those things are 2 and 2 because your feet take your eyes. I think he got a better grip of the offense. I think he got a better grip with trying to lead his teammates on offense. Even though, hey, offensive line wasn't good. He had struggles at times. I mean, falling backwards and some of the other things. The game against.
First of all, do what I don't like. When something bad happened one time, they keep bringing it up like it's a repetitive offense. Like he failed one time. That ain't even no big deal. Josh Allen done failed. The way Josh Allen playing right here is ridiculous, and this is a playoff game. But perennial quarterbacks done tripped and failed.
Cincinnati, I think over time, and
how he play against Cincinnati, they won.
I'm going to paint you out to be a villain here. Over time, you're going to have to remind me of the game against Cincinnati. I'm just going to tell you right now because I can see where I'm going to go with it. Is I think he's the most realistic option to start. I will not want to remember the game against Cincinnati. I guarantee it. So I think he got better at those things. And then I'm not trying to rip on the guy, man, but he outperformed your 3rd round pick. And I'm thinking, why did we do all this with this 3rd round choice? I'm not trying to be mean. I don't hate the guy. I know that some people, because of the discourse, that some people have been defensive of him. I'm just letting you guys know, like, okay, yeah, you could have still taken Shedeur in the 5th round, but he clearly, to me, and I know the stats say different, I think that anybody who watched the games, I think he outperformed Dillon Gabriel. And I'm thinking, hey, man, even if he's playing like a later round pick, what were you doing in the 3rd round with the other guy? I do think.
We all said the same thing. Why they were picking Dillon Gabriel? But at the time, we didn't know Shedeur were going to fall to the 5th round, and then the Browns were going to draft him. We didn't know that all that at that time. But clearly, Shedeur outplayed Dillon Gabriel. Clearly, Shedeur got stuff to work on, just like any other quarterback in the league, because MVPs still need stuff to work on. So I don't understand how you criticize one quarterback that's a rookie that only played 7 games and never got first-team reps in training camp or leading up to that game. Never got first-team reps. Never was getting developed right. Never had the opportunity put in from the beginning to prepare him for what was going to happen. All the other quarterbacks, Dillon Gabriel, Cam Ward, Tyler Show, Jackson Dart, all them was getting first-team reps in training camp. So they were getting prepared to play. Shedeur didn't get prepared to play. Shedeur had to go out there and learn on the fly. Had to go out there and get first-team reps in a live game. Of course, he got stuff to work on.
The problem with this is that now we got a little bit of cap space. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of holes. Oh, do we got a lot of holes? You got 10 picks. So he had an unrealistically good draft. Yes, last year. I mean, you hit a good draft is 25, 30% of your players. That's a really good, really, really, really good draft. He hit on that level. You're forcing him to basically do it again. And if he doesn't, and you finish with, how many wins do you think they're going to have off the top of your head?
I said
5 to 6.
Yeah.
If you think they're going to have 5 to 6, guess what's going to happen next year? And then guess what that also might mean for the head coach. So it might be even worse next year. That's my problem. That's the issue with this, is that if you turn in a 5-6 win season, now you've had something punitive. Now somebody has paid the fiddler for your fails. So if you've paid the fiddler, if one guy's done it for your failure, then another guy's going to have to do it next year if you turn in a likewise record of 5 or 6 wins.
And God forbid Myles Garrett has a hamstring injury.
Exactly,
that
man.
season would go south so fast.
That's my issue. It's not about, I'm mad because Kevin got fired and Andrew keeps his job. I like both guys, but I also think that if you're going to move on from one of them, you should have moved on from both of them, because you're setting him up to have to do too much with too little time to achieve something that is any bit sustainable over the next year. So
ain't nobody, y'all don't even expect the team to win. So he ain't got to do nothing. The head coach ain't gonna have to come there to do nothing. All he got to do is win at least 3 games. Yeah, because y'all not expecting them to win. So he ain't got to do nothing coming in. He ain't got to do nothing. Ain't no expectation for the new head coach, whoever it is. Ain't no expectations for him to come in and take this team to the playoffs. None. The only expectation y'all got is, can we lose enough games to get the first pick so we can draft whatever quarterback in 2027? That's the expectation y'all got.
could, if you really wanted to, just damn the torpedoes, rob Peter to pay Paul. I'm sure there's different things of cap space that we'll end up paying for in 4 years that you could try to hot shot this thing and get this thing to 8 or 9 wins to keep your position. But eventually we pay for all of it. And I don't think Andrew will do that because I don't think he's done things to protect his own job. I think he's actually tried to do things, albeit a lot of it has been a failure, tried to do things that are right for the franchise. But now I think you've put an unrealistic amount of pressure and put an unrealistic expectation on this guy in such a short amount of time. Next year, we'll be here like that, and we could be sitting here talking about all of it. So this whole list of coaches and all this other stuff, you could set it on fire. Or
the only one that got unrealistic expectations and pressure is Shedeur Sanders. That's the only one that got unrealistic pressure and expectations, because he in a lose-lose situation. If you go out there and play good and the team win, they not in the running, they draft a quarterback. Now everybody mad they Shedeur Sanders is winning and he is this franchise quarterback. If they go out there and lose, everybody gonna say, see, he suck, he's sorry, he trash. Shedeur ain't no starter quarterback. The Browns gonna draft a quarterback in 2027. It's a lose-lose situation. Just trade him up out of here. Yeah. Kevin, do not come to Atlanta. Falcons, Arthur Blank, if you listening, I'm about to create an Atlanta Falcons channel just for you. Trade for Shedeur Sanders. Trade him Michael Penix or Kirk Cousins, whoever. And go hire Coach Prime, bro. Yeah. Go get Coach Prime, bro. Go get Coach Prime. Deion Sanders would only reportedly consider one NFL job opening. I want him traded to the Colts too. Anybody but the Browns. I'll take the Jets too. But man, let me tell you something. Savage Dirty Birds. I might have the name of that, Jamel. But look here. I'm telling you right now. I know it probably ain't gonna happen. Cause Cole Prime ain't considered in the running for an NFL job. But I'm just saying the possibilities. I don't believe in if, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But right now I'm about to do a shoulda, coulda, woulda. If the Falcons hired Cole Prime as the coach and traded for Shedeur, man, I ain't even got my Falcon hat right here. This city would be on fire. Look here. This city would be on fire. We already know. Ain't even no point of reading the article. We already know what team Cole Prime talking about. Cleveland Browns. If they hired him, and then he'd be the head coach, the coach Shedeur. We already know that, man. But that's a shoulda, coulda, woulda, and it ain't gonna happen. At least not no time soon. Cause I'm telling you right now. Cleveland, Jimmy Haslam, he probably do like Cole Prime, but I don't think Cole Prime ready to leave Colorado. I don't think he ready to leave Colorado, and I don't think Cleveland ready for that spotlight. Like, I don't think Colorado was ready for that spotlight. And didn't even think of how much publicity they was about to get with him coming to Colorado. I don't even think Colorado knew, but I know they're glad they did it. And then they learned how to handle it. But Cleveland, losing mentality, man. They don't want nobody to come in there and change that. They don't want nobody to come and change that.
We haven't, when Deion Sanders was first the coach for the first, 18 months after it was a lightning rod. Every episode he said something or did something that made a 20-minute segment and people were interested in it. Obviously that interest has waned. We don't know the reason for Jordan Seaton entering the portal, but here's what I find the most interesting about this. Jordan Seaton was, and I'd have to go back and look up the quotes, on the forefront of discussing loyalty and commitment to Colorado and not flipping. And he was like,
this was last year. Yeah. Last year when they had, one of their starting offensive linemen, I think, entered the portal in the spring, and Seaton had a quote like, hey, what about loyalty? And look, he was pretty loyal, but they were 3-9 last year. I would imagine he wants to win on top of wanting to get some money.
It's hard enough to bring really good players into the program, and the fact that Colorado signed multiple 5-star prospects, including Seaton, during Deion Sanders' leadership, is probably something that could only have been done under Deion Sanders' leadership, but keeping them is also part of it too, and maybe the difference for Colorado with or without Seton this year isn't, making the playoff or missing it, right? Like, I don't think that's where they are as a program, but losing him when he was one of the more outspoken people about program buy-in and Deion buy-in.
First of all, the way the NIL set up, it don't matter. The coach don't matter no more. When a player got his mindset that he want to go where the money at, that's what he gonna do. I don't care who. That's why Saban got out. You the greatest college coach ever, and you telling me he retired because he couldn't handle NIL? So don't blame it on Coach Prime, bro. Don't blame it on Coach Prime. I don't know what just happened to this video. That was a good little video. Don't blame it on Coach Prime, bro. Don't tell me it's his job to keep the players when there's plenty of players from these big time SEC schools leaving. I don't want to hear that. Nah, he ain't committed yet.
He took over a program that was 1-11. If you're consistently 6-6, then you're better than that. But they weren't 6-6 last year; they were 3-9, and so you got to deal with that. Now, we talked about this before the season started when Deion Sanders announced what he was dealing with medically. I was, given what he went through last summer, like I was surprised he was still coaching. Like I don't know that many people who would keep coaching through what he was dealing with. So it might have been that just that was weighing on the whole season. They've made a lot of staff changes. Brennan Marion, who you've seen on this show a few times, he's the new offensive coordinator there. Lots of experience as an offensive coordinator at different levels, and the go-go offense is a lot of fun. And
I'm about to go watch some of the film. Sacramento State and UNLV, they offense when he was the offensive coordinator and head coach. I'm about to see what that offense about. I done heard about it, but I ain't never did no film study on it, so I'm gonna have to do that.
Now it's interesting because Brennan Marion built the go-go offense when he was at the FCS level to be effective without supremely good offensive linemen, and it was out of necessity because he was at schools that didn't necessarily have great offensive lines. He was at Howard, he was at William and Mary, and now he's got to do that again, like because he was going into a season or a job where he had a premium left tackle, and now he doesn't. So we will see what Colorado looks like. They went and got Boo Carter out of the transfer portal late of Tennessee, but remember Boo Carter was the one who left the team during the season last year. So there's a little bit of distressed asset going on there. So this is not what it was when Deion Sanders took the job, and it was just a force of nature, and everybody's hanging on every word, wanting to know what Deion's going to do next. We forget pretty quickly when you stop winning, and it feels like the world's just kind of moved on.
No, the world ain't moved on. The world got Coach Prime exactly where they wanted him. Because he ain't winning. You said it, bro. Coach Prime ain't winning, so people got him where they want him. They don't want to see him win. They don't want to see Shedeur win. They don't want to see Colorado win. They don't want to see none of that, none connected with them win. So, of course, he ain't going to get talked about. Of course. Like, come on, bro. Ain't that change? That's the only thing that he not winning. Wait till he start winning.
Yeah. Well, I think that the most interesting byproduct of this whole thing, Andy, is Deion Sanders was a lightning rod because he was famous, because he said interesting things, because he was going to attack building a program differently. And the entire country at the time at which he was hired was on the edge of their seat to see if Colorado could actually be good. And the funny thing that we lose sight of as the Grim Reaper Kurt Signetti steps into the picture again is that it can be done at a place that you wouldn't think, and it is currently being done at a place that you wouldn't think, as Indiana is a 8.5-point favorite to win the national title.
Whose Louis luggage was better? Think about this. This is a really interesting question. Whose Louis luggage was better? Deion Sanders or Kurt Signetti's? Kurt Signetti's Louis luggage was better. Like now, one of them won the Heisman Trophy for.
Bro, that's two different scenarios, bro. They're two different scenarios. I can't even compare them coaches, bro. Because clearly Indiana is throwing their NIL money around. Clearly. That's why I said Coach Prime gonna have to change the way he operate a little bit. Cause that's the same reason why I think Nick Saban got out, because the NIL. So he gonna have to change the way he operate a little bit based on this NIL. I understand that you want players that's here to play and ain't about the money. But if they ain't getting it done, and you see teams that's shelling out the money and they getting it done, not saying Indiana done paid 5 stars and all that, but them players getting some money. And he getting a quarterback every year. They ain't developing they ain't signing no quarterback in development. They just got Josh Hoover from TCU to commit to Indiana. But mainly it's that system that coach running. Whatever the system he got, he done figured it out.
But Kurt Signetti's got him to the playoff the first year and got him to the national title game the second year, might win him a national title.
Yeah, I think that I would say that Kurt Signetti had multiple bellboys helping him with his luggage.
There's a lot more luggage, yeah.
I have a hard time, in fairness to Colorado, thinking that anybody or any individual player in Indiana was better than Travis Hunter, just because Travis Hunter was so special.
Well, he was better than everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, he was better than everybody on any team.
We will be with our friends.
That's all I'm saying. Last thing before I get all that thing. Man, look here. I hope they're not true. The Falcons are kicking off their second round of head coach interview Sunday by bringing in former Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski to Atlanta for another round of talks. Kevin will be the first candidate to have a second interview with the Falcons. Don't do it, bro. Did the Browns wow, not me. Not me. So it looked like the Browns had a second interview with Todd Monken, Ravens offensive coordinator, but I think it would report that he might go with John Harbaugh. Since he done got the head coach job at Giants, he might be the offensive coordinator up there. And Tommy Reese report that he out. They not having a second interview with him, so he out. I ain't gonna say he out because they ain't officially ruled nothing. They ain't even officially said nothing. Everybody just speculating. So right now, they just had the interview with the Jaguars OC, the young cat. They just had their interview with him. So it looked like they waiting on if the Bills just took the lead again. If Joe Brady lose tonight, I'm pretty sure the Falcons gonna call him. And it looked like the Browns gonna call him too. And the Rams at the same thing. If whatever happened tomorrow. Whatever happened tomorrow with the Rams. And the Jeff dude, I don't know. So it looked like they narrowing they search down. But it's still a wait and see, man. It's still a wait and see. But if Jim Schwartz become the head coach, I say get Mike McDaniel as the offensive coordinator. And then it wouldn't matter who you have at defensive coordinator because they're going to run Jim Schwartz defense. So it ain't going to too much matter. He probably just going to be calling the plays for the defense. That's about it. So he must say no who. Mike McDaniel. Joe Brady, he said nope. I ain't think he could interview because they still in the playoff. Who need to go get Brian left with? Colorado, they had him. I thought they had him. Like all them turnovers, them boys got a 1-point lead. They're crazy. Them a defense was playing lights out. He's still out there. I don't know.
He didn't put all us on his back and his shoulder for years. I'm always have faith. And I know he didn't put all us on his back and his shoulder for years. I'm always have faith. And I know what he did for us. And then he never complained. All he had was scars to show for it. We done put him in some bad situations, bro. We done put Shedeur in some bad situations.
When you said it, what you mean?
And not like bad as in just, bad. It was good for him. But bad as in, man, hey, man, you fresh out of high school? We about to go to Jackson State. They really ain't been very good. And we don't have many resources. We don't have no money. I know you could go.
He showed up.
You could go to another school with these big locker rooms, weight rooms. We about to bring you here where we don't have much, bro. And I'm about to ask you to build a team around you and then ask you to go undefeated in the SWAC 2 years in a row, even though you never played college football before. And then not only that, after you get your foot in the door, you get established, I'm about to take you to Colorado again and go start all over again at a program that was 1-11, bro. And I'm trusting you to turn this thing around for us, man. And I don't know how we're gonna do it. Colorado ain't won in 20 years, but for some reason I think you could do it.
Yeah.
And somehow
I got you. Answer the bell every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
Never let us down, bro. And we put him in those spots, and he never once said, nah, I don't want that. Oh man, I don't. It was always. Let's
so
do
this
it.
is nothing for him right now.
No.
He'll definitely weather this and come out on the other side.
So he's been prepped for these moments.
Yeah,
The Browns
exactly.
ain't gonna be no.
So this is
different.
another bad situation that he just gotta be a little more patient with.
Yeah.
And yeah,
But he
That's
built
great
for it.
perspective.
He built for it.
Yeah.
The Browns don't know what they got, bro. The Browns don't understand what's going on. They so stuck in their way. They so stuck on somebody else that they don't even see what's in front of them, and they don't even see what's about to happen. This organization, bro, I'm gonna quit saying it. They just need to realize, open their eyes and realize that they got to win them. That's all they need to do. Boog just said it. He done did it. Went to Jack out of high school, could have went to end of college. Could have went to Florida State, Alabama. Could have went to end of college. Could have went to Oregon. Could have went to end of college. Chose to go with Cole Prime, to Jackson State, win 2 SWAC championships. Should have won Celebration Bowl. Tight end dropped it. I was there. Then go to Colorado, take a 1-11 team, win 4 games first year, then go second year, get 9 wins. Probably shouldn't have went to the Alamo Bowl, but hey, that's their choice. Cleveland. Come on now. At some point, you got to realize that your way of thinking is the wrong way. If you keep doing the same thing, expecting to get a different result, what do they call that? Last time I checked the definition, it said insanity. Cleveland Browns have gone insane. They have gone insane. They the type people that, well, you got to show them before they can believe it. And then not only do you got them show them one time, you got to show them 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times because they ain't never seen it. And then they got to question you after you done did it the first 2 times. They did the same thing to Jesus. I ain't comparing Shedeur to Jesus and God. I'm not saying that. Don't twist my words. I'm saying Jesus had to perform the miracles, and then people didn't believe it. Then they wanted him to do it again. Like I just did it. I ain't got to keep doing the same thing and proving to you. You seen it the first time. Man, let me get out of there now. I got to eat. This is Well, either way, man, we got to wait and see. We don't know what's going to happen. You know, with head coach, we don't know what's going to happen. Shedeur, we don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be another 6-month journey up until the season starts. Then we got 6 months after that. So hopefully y'all strapped in, got your seat cushion and brought you some snacks and subscribe to the channel and rocking with Money Man for this long road we about to head on for year 2. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Don't forget Renewed Gospel. Then Savage and Terry, we uploaded that Gatlinburg video. That mess funny. Go watch the Bears. Not the Chicago Bears, but live Black Bears up there in Gatlinburg on the video, on the vlog. Y'all go subscribe to that channel, The Prime Effect on TikTok. We still rocking over there. I'm telling you, man, I got the gaming channel coming. I'm still doing research on the stocks. I'm still doing some research. Shout out to Jamel for that little AI prompt you sent me, bro. That thing amazing. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It got me looking up some stuff that's ridiculous. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna get in the way because it's gonna be when I make these videos for Brown Time Opulence. That's the stock and crypto channel. If y'all want to know, when I drop the video and get that back up and running, I'm gonna tell y'all. But I'm just doing some research right now because we ain't getting close to that correction yet. This boy said Patreon did it party. Nah, bro. I'm still learning. I ain't gonna charge nobody no money right now until I be in the game. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm not confident, but you know, there's some players that's been in this game longer than me that I'm still learning from, and so you know, yeah, that's what we did. We got a cabin up there. Yeah, man, the bear almost ate this dude. So go watch the video. It's crazy. But I appreciate y'all for coming. Hit that like button, subscribe and share, and tell your friend about the Money Man you already know. Appreciate y'all for coming. Let's ride.
Renew my mind, change my life. I won't conform, I'm transformed. Renew my mind, change my life. I won't conform, I'm transformed. Renew my mind, change my life. I won't conform, I'm transformed. Renew my mind, change my life. I won't conform, I'm transformed. Renew my mind, change my life. I won't conform, I'm transformed. Renew my mind, change my life. I won't conform, I'm transformed. Renew my mind, change my life. I won't conform, I'm transformed. Yes, Lord. Renew my mind, change my life. I won't conform.